to the races goes DeVonta Smith. He will cruise to the end zone.
Quick throw. Here is DeVonta Smith. Goodbye. Farewell. Touchdown.
Crossing right to Smith. Can he get to the sticks? You bet. He's got even more. DeVonta Smith. Wow.
Jones flips it to him. DeVonta headed for the end zone. And it's just too easy for DeVonta Smith.
Man, this young man cold. Our next guest, he finished his senior season as one of the greatest receivers ever to play in college. I mean that. He set SEC records in career receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, became only the fourth wide receiver to ever win the Heisman Trophy. Please welcome the Slim Reaper, one of the coldest receivers to play the game, Alabama wide receiver, DeVonta Smith. What's up, DeVonta? What's up, DeVonta? How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, man. Now, listen, let's start with your last college game against Ohio State. I remember watching it with my son, and I was telling him this might be the greatest receiver I've ever seen in college. I played 11 years in the league. I played with Randy Moss and Calvin Johnson. You got it all, man. Speed. You can run routes, soft hands. You're slick in and out of your breaks. That game, you put up 215 and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Like, what was going through your mind when you were cooking?
It was really just sitting up in there, just sticking to the game plan, just doing everything that the coach wanted me to do. And then when the opportunity came, just making the most of the opportunity.
The NFL noticed, too, as you saw, we just saw some tweets from, Devontae Adams and Patrick Mahomes, J.J. Watt. You had a chance to go pro last year when your teammates Judy and Ruggs did, but you decided to return to school and pursue your degree. Looking at the way this year's draft is shaping up, the Dolphins are sitting there at number 3, and they've got a former teammate of yours named Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback. Would you want to go to Miami if your name was called and you ended up being a Dolphin?
It'd be a blessing just to be anywhere, but if it worked out like that, that'd be good. Just going back, playing with him, and just getting another chance to do it with him again.
DeVonta, the people at home might not believe this, but there's some other young men from Alabama who are considering a career in pro football, too. One of them was Mac Jones. He was on yesterday, your quarterback, and we asked Mac, who we absolutely loved, we asked him what advice that he would give NFL evaluators who would consider passing on you because you're allegedly more slender than a traditional wideout. Here's what Mac said.
Passing on DeVonta would be a bad idea. If you just watch the tape and watch what he's done the past 4 years at Alabama. I mean, he shows up and goes to work. Nobody's stopped him in college, so.
He's right. He had your back, of course. Anyone going with that slight apparently didn't watch Stephon Diggs this year. How would you respond to the naysayers that have doubts because of your Slim Reaper build?
I like when people doubt me. It just makes me keep going, and it just puts a bigger chip on my shoulder. So all the doubters, I love it. I just keep pushing and just keep proving them wrong.
DeVonta, thanks for waking up with Good Morning Football. You are following in the footsteps of some great Bama wideouts. Peter mentioned a couple of your teammates, of course, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs. They were all first-round picks. How did they make you better? How did they help you improve your game? And have they told you about their year in the NFL? Any wisdom imparted?
They made me better by you can just watch those guys and just see the things that they do and the way they carry themselves, and it just makes you better, just learning from them and things like that. Everybody brought something different to the table, so you just watch them and you just put all that into your game, and it just goes along. And then the main thing in the NFL everybody was talking about was the huddle, that you have to just be in more shape, because you can't just line up and just get the call from the sideline. Like, you have to run back to the huddle, then run and line up. So they was just being more in shape.
Okay, DeVonta, something we like to do when young draft picks come on the show. We give them an opportunity to talk day-ish. Now, I know you. You're pretty humble, pretty chill. I've seen your interviews. You like to deflect praise. You're not a big talker. You talk with your game, which you can beat, man. Coverage, zone coverage, any type of coverage. You got the total package. But what I want you to do right now, kind of step outside yourself a little bit. Indulge me. We got a lot of fans watching. I would love for you just to talk to the teams out there that might be considering drafting you. Just tell them what they're going to get when they get you on their team.
I mean, the minute I step in the building, it's going to be all business. I'm going to be the hardest worker on the team. Come in, put my work in, do the extra work, things like that. Be a leader. Just do the things that I do and just be me. Most of all, just be me and just be the person that I am.
Okay.
I gotta say, I find your being humble, modest, soft-spoken. It's really refreshing. And I gotta say, if I'm a team, I'm listening to it, this is the kind of young man I want to build around. I love it. And after players do get drafted, they sometimes treat themselves and loved ones to all sorts of gifts. Who knows what? A house, a brand new car. For us, you're joining us on behalf of Auto Trader. So tell us what that partnership is and why you're excited to be working with that organization.
Auto Trader is the go-to source when car shopping or when you're trying to buy a car. And with this year and everything going on, with me being busy with training and rehabbing, Auto Trader makes finding the car easier for me. Just going out there, and my first big purchase is probably going to be a car. So just partnering with them makes everything a whole lot easier for me.
DeVonta, we appreciate you joining us so much, man. Thank you. You're a beast in college. I know you're going to have one hell of an NFL career. I'm talking 12 to 15 years and all pros down the line. Have a good one.
Thank you.